Hello, everybody. I'm a little early. I was supposed to go on to 2 o'clock, but I jumped the gun. Hey, Michael Farmer, how you doing? Uh, Today I'm gonna change the topic. I was gonna really do. I was gonna talk about how toxic the political system is here, but after yesterday, man, oh man. I mean, I've been around since I was born in the '50s, so I've been around since the '60s, and I have never ever, ever experienced anything like yesterday. I mean, it actually brought a tear to my eye. I was sitting there in shock. It was unbelievable, unbelievable. And that's why I wore this hat today. See what this hat says? Believer. John 3:16. He died for us. And usually I don't try to throw too much religion into my videos, but I think now is the time. We need a higher source, a higher power, because hey, Mashad, after yesterday's debacle, I mean, it really just threw me for a loop. I had too much faith in people, and that's how I'm gonna just say this. I know a lot of people they not get this message because they're not on yet, because I'm on a little early, but I had too much faith in people. Because I figured, I was, I'm online all the time, and I know a lot of you guys are online all the time, and you hear these guys always talking about we need to start a revolution, we need to reset, and I always tell them don't kill Americans, don't do this, don't do that. But I see that the message fell on deaf ears, and I was looking. Matter of fact, I haven't even been online until about a half hour ago. Yesterday I wasn't online at all. I was so depressed because I seen the fall of democracy. And it was something that I didn't ever think I would see in my lifetime. It was a dark day. That's all I can say. But I got a message. I'm gonna wait till everybody get on here to tell them this message, because I think there's a few people out there that would love to hear this message. So while I got you guys on there, I'm gonna talk about my favorite thing, which is talking about aliens. Hey, Keto Homestead, how you doing, fellow Buckeye? Yeah. Like I was telling the guys, I haven't even been online since the day before yesterday, since Tuesday. But I probably wouldn't have came on today because I had this already scheduled. But man, like I said, I'm gonna wait till 2 o'clock, and I got a message from some people out there that I think they need to hear this because of what happened yesterday. So I was going to talk about aliens, because there's a lot of things happening out there other than on this planet, because they got this mysterious signal that keeps bouncing back and forth between us and someplace out there. It happens like every 160 days, and then they had that UFO site in Hawaii. Everybody got it on film. Some big blue orb oblong thing that landed in the water out there, and nobody knows what it's all about. They still investigating. The FAA said they had no airplanes and no weather balloons or nothing in the area, and they trying to figure out what it was. Now I've been to Hawaii, and Hawaii is full of I say UFO experiences out there. Hawaii's even a creation myth is based on UFOs and stuff out there. So if you live in Hawaii, you know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I've been to Hawaii. Spent quite a bit of time there for a minute. Okay, I think it's about almost 2. So I think I'm going to start by saying hello to everybody. Okay. Hello, Ira Grower. Hello, Adam. I keep messing that up. Some days I can say it, and some days I can't. You ever get tongue-tied and it happens like that? So, hello, Michael Farmer again, and hello, Prepper Vet Mitchell. Good afternoon. I'm glad you guys showed up. I'm going to start by saying this is not the topic that I wanted to do. I wanted to do something different about our political system. I was going to talk about how we can get along back and forth. And then right before this all happened, they started with the vandalism of McConnell's place in Kentucky and Pelosi's place in San Francisco, I mean, it's getting out of hand. I mean, really, people, I mean, it doesn't get out of hand. Hey, Fallen Skies Prepper, hey, Tin Can Gardner, it doesn't get out of hand. So I'm gonna change the subject, and I'm gonna speak from the heart. Like I told everybody, I wore this hat. I only wear this hat on special occasions. And the day is a special occasion because we need God. I mean, this is John 3:16 on this hat. You know, he died for us. And I feel yesterday was the beginning of the end because of what happened. I mean, right now we got a lot of people out there that's in trouble and they don't even know it. But I'm gonna enlighten them on something because like I said, I've been around a while and I know. And not only have I been around a while and I know. Hey, hold up 1 second. Here. Are you waving? No, you can't get on. You can't. Here. Bear with me for a minute. That's my grandson. He's coming over. He's coming over for his favorites, the cheeses. Okay. That's not an advertising, so you two don't get me. I just said my grandson like those. He's over there watching dinosaurs. So anyway, I'm sorry for the interruption, but you know, if you got kids, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I wanted to start to talk about Lindsey Graham and the media and the democratic process and all that stuff that was happening out there. And then all of a sudden that Mitch McConnell and Pelosi's houses get vandalized because they didn't give the people $2,000. Now, I knew something was going to happen after that happened. I knew something. I felt it in my bones, and I said, this is getting to be ridiculous. I mean, we got this pandemic out here. We got all these people. We got California funeral homes that don't have enough space for the bodies and stuff like that. You know, you got the ambulance is told not to pick up certain people because they might not make it, so don't even bother picking them up. So, I mean, you know, it's just crazy out here. I mean, you depend on these services and you depend on these people, but now you won't be able to do any of that because, you know, this pandemic. And then yesterday, I got to say this, Uncle Al warned me. Uncle Al told me, and he told a lot of other people that soon as January get here, soon as 2021 get here, it was going to get worse. And I didn't think it was going to get worse. We say movies, White House down, the new movie Capitol going down. Yeah, White House down. What's that other one? Olympus has fallen. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. And then I said, it's a shame. It was chaos. It was chaos because I watched about 6 hours of that, and I shouldn't have watched that much because it was repeat the same thing. But I was watching different channels. Maybe I might have been seeing things wrong. But I'm gonna tell you like this: all you people that was at that rally, that was on the steps, you might not went in a breach, you're all in trouble. Because the government is going to get you. They coming for you. I don't care what you believe or what you don't believe. I'm telling you now. I'm speaking from somebody who knows about these things in the government and what they can and cannot do. Because you are now considered terrorists. You did an insurrection. I'm not saying it because it's not true, because it is true. When they come for you, they ain't coming to get you for what they call that, breaking and entering or trespassing. They coming to get you for sedition. And Uncle Al could tell you because he tried to warn you. And all you people think, oh, they don't know who I am and they don't know what I'm gonna do. Did you know that the Senate, not too long ago, let me see, they passed a law that they can go into your web history without a warrant. They voted 59-37 back here, I think, in the summer, that the FBI can look at your websites without a warrant. And how many of you guys think they won't be looking at your websites, especially if they consider you a threat now? I mean, they know all they got to do is see the words Boogie Boys or what's that? Oath Keepers or any of that stuff. Patriot, all that stuff. Preppers. They gonna go into your website, my website, a whole bunch of other people's website. Hey, Erica Garden, how you doing? Hey, Abe Labor. Hey, Prepper Vet. Make sure I said that already. Hey, Yankee Transplant. Yeah, I might have missed one. Hey, tell them like it is. And like I say, After yesterday, it was a shame. I mean, I was fearing for them people's lives because once them guys got in that building, and you never know what they're going to do. You never know because, first of all, I seen that stuff. I seen it here in Cleveland this past summer. People were doing the same thing, rioting, breaking in the building, breaking into the Justice Center. And then history repeated itself at the national capital, our capital. They saying they're doing it in the name of patriotism. I'm through with it. I'm just through with them people. I mean, you know, I was giving Trump the benefit of the doubt. I know he wasn't all there. Something had to be wrong with him. But you know, because sometimes it's hard to lose if you never lost before. And I can understand that you fight to the end. You know, a lot of people will go down swinging. But yesterday was like, how should I say this? Like he was a maturing candidate. Like the Russians had him programmed to set this stuff off. It was just crazy. It was insane. You know, and like I said, I don't have anything against the Republicans. I don't have anything against the Democrats because I don't care. They both treat me the same way. You know, so I don't care about either party. But I do care about America because I'm an independent voter. But yesterday, they really damaged our democracy. We made an ass of ourselves on worldwide TV. It was shame. It was a shame. Excuse me. Because they questioned the democratic process. They didn't just question the count or the vote, but after it went to court, I don't know how many different courts it went to. After it went to courts at the court, and I don't threw it out, it should have been over with because that's part of our judicial system. You take it to the court. If you think something wrong, you take it to the court. But if the court not good enough, then you just got to change the law. You got to lobby. You got to get your lobbyists out there and change the law. But these people, now you know who you are. I don't give a rat's ass if you don't like what I'm saying because you are wrong. You don't break into a building. You don't try to do vandalism. It's just wrong. If you watch any of my other videos, you always hear me say, no rioting, keep peaceful, no vandalism, none of that crap. Because I done been to 3 riots now in my lifetime, and none of them turn out any good. And like I said before, for you people that just getting here that wasn't listening, let's see, who else? A Beehive Homestead, A Sandra J Adventure. Like I said, they know who you are. If they don't know who you are, they will find you, and you will be charged. You won't be charged with trespassing. You're going to be charged with sedition. And you can expect to spend some time in federal prison or spend a lot of your money. And you're going to be so poor when they get finished taking your money because you're trying to stay out of prison, you won't know what to do. Because if you got a farm, you got a homestead, and you were there, and they come knock on your door, and they say, look, we seen you was in Washington, and they start asking you them questions, you expect to spend some money because either you're going to lose your land, and you know they're always after your land anyway. I told people before, land is money, land is power. Always hold on to your land because, see, they might not come tomorrow. They might not come next week. They got 4 years. And I notice I'm not saying they because it's a Democratic thing. I'm saying they because it's the government. I'm saying they because it's the government. And that's what the government do. I mean, hey, and when they come for you, don't cry. Just take your medicine like you took Washington yesterday. All right? Just take it like you took Washington. And you'll be all right. Let's see. Let me read some of these things. I need more. Cabin in the Woods, Tony, how you doing? He said, Ray, after yesterday, you need a few beers. I need some liquor. I need some liquor. Let's see. Tina Dones is in the house. He said, if the social media channels can use the browser history to peddle products, you can bet the FBI can find it. Yeah, they know. FBI know. People, see, that's one thing. People underestimate the FBI, the CIA, all these government agencies and Homeland Security, all of them going to do one thing. They going to get these people. So this shit, so this could never happen again. Believe me, this would never happen again because they're going after the leaders first. And if they can't go get the leaders first, they're going to get the people under the leaders. And you know what? They're going to break. They're going to talk and tell everything they know. You know, I did a video and I got a lot of flack from it because people thought I was against the militias, which I'm not against the militias, but I don't trust them. Not all of them, because see, where I live at in Ohio, we got a lot of militias. we got some good ones and we got some bad ones. All militias ain't good. All the militias ain't bad. It's just like people. We got some good ones, we got some bad ones. But they coming after you because we had 15 busloads of people go there. Because they going after us and they going after ones in Michigan. They always wanted to get them. I did a video, like I said, not too long ago about militias and stuff like that. It was about a terrorist thing. Now they gonna consider them terrorists like they do Antifa. They just put themselves out there. They put themselves on the list. You know what I mean? And they will come and they will get you. And it's like I'm telling you now, so get your affairs in order, because see, if you can duck and hide for 4 years, you might need to duck and hide for another 4 after that, because you don't know what's going on. So I'm just saying it's coming, and it's coming, and don't sit up there and cry when it do, because you know what you were doing. You a grown person. I'm not gonna say a man, because see, people died. One died from getting shot. She's a Navy veteran, 14 years, and I got a special place in my heart for Navy veterans because my daughter, she was a Navy veteran and I like the people in the Air Force too, because my brother, he was the Air Force veteran, and then my other brother was a Marine. So, hey, so I got a special place for military people, but it's just sad that people had to lose their lives, and the other people had medical conditions. I think one of them had a heart attack. I don't know what the other 2 died from, but I'm just saying, when people die, perfect example, if they consider this a commission of a crime, like in Ohio, I can only speak for what I know. In Ohio, if you commit a crime and somebody die, either one of your people that with you that's doing the crime die, or somebody that you rob and die, you be charged with murder, even if you don't pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? You just committed a crime and somebody died, so they charge you with murder. And like if you stole a car and somebody get killed, it's the same thing. I don't know how the law is in Washington, but it's going to be crazy. Look here, Dave. I'm going to put it to you this way. When you're in fear for your life, you do what you can. I'm just telling you out. Don't give me that cops killed an unarmed lady. Don't give me that. I don't want to hear that. Don't try to justify this. There's no way you can justify this. It's not murder. And they won't be charged with murder. Nobody. Okay, let me put it this way. How do we know that she didn't have a pipe bomb in her bag, like them 2 pipe bombs they found? They trying to blow the building up. I guess everybody there was unarmed. You don't know, so you can't say that. I don't know, so I can't say that. So don't try to start this all stuff. That's how stuff already got started, because everybody's sitting out there spreading rumors. This whole thing was about rumors. So I'm like, if you don't believe me, just go back and read the Trump pages. That's all you got to do. Yeah. But see, Navy never again. Volunteer yourself. Prepper vet Major 23 Army vet, Panama invasion, Desert Storm. Prep vet here. Thank you for your service. Like I said, I got a special place in my heart for all veterans. I got much respect for them. Much respect, because without them, this country would be like Venezuela. And speaking of Venezuela and Iran, they laughing at us. They out there posting tweets talking about, see how they can't take their hometown and telling us how to live and stuff like that. It is a sad day in America. We at rock bottom, so there ain't nowhere for us to go but up. And I would never, like I said at the beginning of this, hey, Jack Pines, that was U.S. Coast Guard. Hey, Mario Rodriguez, how you doing? Like I said, I would never thought in my lifetime, and I mean, especially if you people as old as I am in your 60s, you know what I'm talking about. You would never, ever thought this would happen in your background. I mean, in your lifetime. I mean, we done lived through missile crisis, we done lived through, 2 Iraqi wars. We done, Desert Storm and Iraqi freedom. We done lived through all that. And plus we lived in Panama, with Noriega. We done lived through all of that. We done lived through all of this. In 9/11, we done lived all of this to have our own people. Our own people, Americans. I can't. Hold on, let me catch my breath. Like I said, and I always say this, you never heard me say anything else. Americans shouldn't be killing Americans. Americans shouldn't be doing things to Americans. We shouldn't be fighting among ourselves. I understand that our Congress and our House of Representatives and our political system is in shambles right now. I mean, we got a deep state going on, but they didn't go out and start none of this stuff. They've been around, what, 100 years. We always have a deep state. You're always going to be inner circles and stuff like that. So I'm just saying that we need to stop fighting among ourselves. We need to get ourselves together. You know, the Republicans need to stop calling the Democrats devils. The devil, I mean, the Democrats need to stop calling Republicans devil, because you need to get together. Both sides need to bring this country back. And you know what? Like I said, now that I look back on it and start putting stuff together, I found out that in my mind that Trump probably was a Russian agent. I still believe that. People say he should be impeached, kicked out on the 25th Amendment. No. He should be sanctioned if anything, but no, don't kick him out. Because, you know, once you kick him out in the 25th Amendment, you know what's going to happen? Same thing happened with Nixon. I mean, you guys remember what happened with Nixon when he resigned. If you don't remember, I'm going to tell you what happened. Nixon resigned, and the next guy, which was Gerald Ford, pardoned him. So if Trump decides to resign, guess who's going to pardon him? Mike Pence. Mike Pence will be president for what, 13 days? So no, don't use the 25th Amendment. Let him do all this time. Censure him if you want to. But then after this election, because you know he's going to jail anyway in New York for tax evasion. Yeah, they've been working on the paperwork for years. Hey, T-Borg. Yeah, so he's not going to get a pardon. Trump is not going to get a pardon unless he pardoned himself, which might be. Hey, that's WW3 2040. I wasn't alive during the Nixon thing. Really? You that young? Wow. Made me feel like I'm a very old man. And here's the man of the day. That Bullfrog 79. Hey, Uncle Al, you were right. You were right. You warned all them people, all them boogie boys and everything, that if they do what they're gonna do, it's gonna be sedition, and now they're gonna be tracked down. Yeah, but see, if Trump removes himself, that means Mike Pence is president, and Mike Pence will pardon Trump. There's no doubt in my mind. You were born in 2002. Shit. You about let's see, about the oldest some of my nephews, man. 2002. You got a long way to live. I hope it's a prosperous and peaceful life, because that's all you can handle. You know, prosper and have a peaceful life, because all this other stuff out here is just crazy. It's just crazy. Because now we got a whole bunch of people that was in Washington that's now being declared domestic terrorists. You know what I mean? And they will go after these groups. And another thing, which I really felt bad for, and I was so glad that nobody down there that participated had a gun on them, because that would have just killed the Second Amendment for everybody that got guns. They would have probably passed some laws left and right. I'm so glad that nobody came armed, that at least nobody came armed and got caught with it. So that's one thing I'm glad about, that they didn't really mess up the Second Amendment rights, and that they just did stupid shit. But I can't get over them people planting bombs in the building. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? People think I'm crazy because I asked that question. Why? You know, this is just crazy. This is crazy. But just Uncle Al say, I feel real old, ready for the draft. Woo! You think you'd be 18 next month? I'll be 19. Thank you. 19 next month. Man, I'm trying to remember. What was I doing when I was 18? Let's see. I was at Ohio University. I was at Ohio University. I was down there. Yep, that's when I was 18. But when I was 19, I was back in Cleveland. I was at Kyle Hogan Community College there. Yeah. Yep. That's crazy. Yeah, man. 18 years old. Woo-wee. They say this was a stage event. Did you see any bombs? No. Look here, T-Borg. I'm gonna tell you just like this. You still drinking the Trump Kool-Aid. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Now you're gonna tell me it's all fake news and none of that ever happened. Nobody died, nobody had a heart attack, nobody got shot. One person got shot in the neck. Oh, no. Don't. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. They won't get on national TV and say that they were bombs unless they were bombs. And don't believe it unless you didn't see it. Don't tell people that it wasn't there because it was. Because I'm not buying the Trump Kool-Aid anymore. Okay? I'm disappointed in the whole situation. We got Americans because they went out there. Oh, you say you're not a Trumper. Then how you know there was no pipe bombs? Okay, see, people say they're not Trumpers now, but they a lot of them out there. According to Trump, it's 75 million of them. And I want to know, do you feel as disappointed as I do in him? He could have stopped this. He could have stopped this. I understand that you felt bad about losing because you never lost before. It happens. But that's okay. You shouldn't incite what's an insurrection or whatever they call it. I just can't understand it. I didn't want to talk about this. This is not what I wanted to talk about. I really wanted to talk about the vandalism that was going on with Pelosi's house and McConnell's house and how it's getting toxic out there. Before I can get my video on here, this happened. This happened. So this is just crazy, insane. But like I said, I just can't deal with all this craziness out here, and all these people are sitting up there talking about this stuff didn't happen, trying to make excuses. That's gut wrenching. When you're trying to make excuses, I can just feel my gut just tighten. You can't make excuses for this. They're just trying to make excuses for Antifa, because to me, what they did yesterday is the same thing that Antifa did and Black Lives Matter did. That's the exact same thing. They went into a place where they shouldn't have been. They broke the doors. They wasn't invited in. They kicked the windows down. They broke the windows down. They went in there chasing police officers. They pushed there. They went in people's offices. You got videos, see them sitting at the desk, and they was in there taking stuff, and they was laughing. And it was a serious thing. They just wrecked democracy in one swoop. And I know, you know who's laughing and sitting back right now? The Russians. Of course, people gonna say they had nothing to do with it, but we did the same thing to them. But see, a lot of you don't remember because a lot of you not older, but we did the same thing to them. We tore Russia from the inside out, like they doing they using the same tactics we used on them under Reagan. They using the same tactics under Putin. They tearing us up from the inside. They turning Americans against Americans. So I'm just saying that you need to stop and smell the coffee. You need to get together. We need to be on one page, because all these allegations about nothing here and nothing there is bullshit. And that's plain and simple. We need Jesus. That's what we need. You know, all this stuff about stolen elections and stuff like that. You know what? I know it's corruption in elections. It's always corruption in every election. On a local level and on a federal level, it's always some kind of corruption. But you take it to court, and that's what they did. You see if you can win, you show your evidence, and you see if you can win. You keep going. But once you go to the Supreme Court, which they did, and they went to some other federal court, and they said there's no corruption there, and you went to your attorney general and said no corruption there, it's time to turn the page. Hello, Watch Farms. And they never turned the page. They never turned the page. See, Dave, see, you're a Trumper, I can tell, because we don't know what the Democrats have planned. We won't know until they start doing plans. You just assuming, and you know what assume mean, don't you? So don't assume anything. You know, you got to have faith in your country, but I see you don't. I see you don't, but that's okay. That's okay. Yankee transplant always been there. Kevin Ray, you need to go for a walk, bro. I need a drink. Because like I say, this is just, I mean, it really hurt me. I mean, I don't know if it hurt y'all, or maybe some of y'all might have been out there laughing and stuff and enjoying this whole thing. Somebody, that's what we need to do. Every time I turn on a video and I see somebody saying we need a reset or we need a revolution, it just turns my head, because they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You can't reset this government, and you can't have a revolution. But like I say, all those people that were down there, they got them on videos, and all those people like me, that's prepper and stuff like that, and Uncle Al and all these other people that got channels, they're gonna try checking your channel. They going because it's easy to just sit up there with a bunch of people in the room and check your channel and put in the computer for certain words. They're gonna be looking for certain words, and they're gonna target your computer. They're gonna start watching your house, and they're gonna get you. And they're gonna find somebody that's willing to talk and say if you were there or not, or they're gonna put in your facial recognition. And they're gonna see if you were there. And plus, you know, if you're a veteran, they already got your identification stuff in the computers already now. And me, I was a federal worker, so I know they got my fingerprints on file. So I'm just saying, it's not going to be pretty. And like I say, it's not going to happen overnight. They got 4 years. So I'm just saying. Yeah, so like I said, it's gonna be sad. And like I said, and I had a dream about a week ago that they eliminated elections altogether. They eliminated elections altogether. So we'll see. We crying now. We'll be really crying then. If they say no more elections, it's like George Orwell, 1984, and we heading that way. You know what I mean? Your people, your politicians pick. Matter of fact, the politicians already picked who they want to run. So why don't they just pick who they want to win? They're gonna do it anyway. So I'm saying I'm not going to war with these people over this stuff. I mean, I have no control. I'm a small guy in a big town. So, well. Yeah, Dave. No, it's not about the Constitution. They violated the Constitution yesterday. So you can say it's about the Constitution. You say I'm going off assuming people are Trumpers when it's about justice in the Constitution. Kind of hypocritical. Well, if they were going by the Constitution, you take it to court, and they did take it to court. The courts said it wasn't no violation. It wasn't nothing. So nobody showed any proof. If they had proof, they would have showed proof. So what? Well, we got a new Constitution? Because I don't know. Because I know you if it's not right, you take it to the courts, and they took it to the courts, and the courts said no. I mean, court said no. They took it to the states. The states said no. So because Trump, if you believe what Trump said, you're a Trumper. Trump said there's a violation. There's this, there's that. There's multiple violations. So I'm like, I haven't seen anything that shows that there were multiple violations. Oh, now the judges are corrupt. Trumper. Okay, Dave. I'm not going to argue with you over that, because if you think our court systems are corrupt now, you should be a black man in America. Then you really find that the court system are corrupt. That's what you really need to do. Because that whole thing yesterday would have been a totally different story if what's that group, the NFA or whatever they was, showed up down there and protest. They all would have been shot down in the streets. Any ethnic group would have been shot down in the streets. So don't tell me about that, all right? Because I know. Hey, Nona, how you doing? Okay. So, I mean, I don't mean to. This turned into more of a rant. Like I said, I'm going to stop talking about this because, see, I'm repeating myself. And like I said, I just had to get it off my chest. And I wasn't planning on talking about this because, see, like I said, it just hit me to the core because, see, this, I don't care what anybody say. This is my country. And I share this country with other Americans. And I'm not going to let a group of Americans think they're the only Americans out here that they can just do what the hell they want. And they can't, because they all going to be in jail pretty soon. Most of them anyway, because they're going to be, they talking about charging every last one of them with sedition. And then we'll see what they think about the court system when they got to go spend all that money to stay out of jail because they fucked up. Excuse me. God bless. I'm sorry. But I didn't mean to say that because it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It was just reckless. It was an embarrassment and it was reckless. Yeah. So I don't know. You got the far left and you got the far right. They always talking back and forth who's worse. And the rest of us that sitting in the middle, we just catching it. We just catching it. Okay, say this what happened yesterday hit everyone in the country, and what happened should have never happened. Period. It should have never happened. Like I said, I didn't believe it was gonna happen. I didn't believe it. I thought it was gonna be peaceful protests, and I seen it all the time. People go to Washington and have protests and march and everything. Everything's peaceful, but that was just crazy. And then when they left bombs in the building, why? Why even have them? Why even carry them? You're going for a peaceful protest. Why? Like I said, I can understand if you got your CCW on you or something like that. I can understand that. But I don't understand bombs. I really don't understand that. And maybe I'm just crazy. But I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know what this call is. I don't know what this call is. I don't know what to say about it. All I can say is it was reprehensible. All right. And I'm not the only one that thinks this way. Like I said, I probably lose about maybe 200-300 subscribers after this rant. That's okay. But the truth is out there. Like me, I like to talk about aliens. I like space aliens. I like that kind of stuff. But when I see my country being destroyed from the inside out and people are not waking up and they still drinking that coffee, are they going to still be drinking the coffee after 13 to 14 days? Are they going to still talk about this bullshit election? Excuse me. It's over with. You got no control over it. It's gone. You can't control it. It's gone. It's over with. Nobody should even be talking about that. We should be talking about these people that's dying at 200 people a day in some places. This virus out here, and whether we're going to take the needle or not. I'm just saying, it's just crazy. T-Board, who cares about Lee Harvey acting alone? Who cares about it? I mean, you care about it? I don't care about it. You know what? Lone gunman. He's dead. He's dead. I mean, we still talking about Lee Harvey since 63. That's 1963. What about yesterday? 2021, January 6th. What about yesterday? Did they act alone? They just went in there and just did whatever? And every time the government says something, it's all fake news, right? They say they found 2 pipe bombs, one at the RNC, one at the DNC, but it's not there. It wasn't there. Two people got shot, 4 people died. It's not happening, right? Okay. It's drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm never going to drink the Kool-Aid again. I'm just letting y'all know. Eviction is coming week, bringing people into the street. That's what we should be talking about. Preparedness, you're right. Eviction is coming weeks. We'll bring people into the streets. I see people out here already struggling. I was going to talk a little bit about that because I did write something down about our long lines that we got right now at our food bank, and they running low, very low on food. And we got lines. I mean, I never seen the lines this long at our food bank, and they got lines around the corner, and yet they give the people $600. Now, these new people, every time you get new people in office, they're gonna throw money out to the people. They're gonna probably give you $2,000, but that's not gonna solve the problem because after you spend that on medical, and if you like me, you got insurance to pay, it's gone. So maybe some people might have a windfall. They can go out and buy extra ammo and bullets and whatever. But me, not me. I'm just an everyday American trying to make ends meet. And it's just crazy. See? And then, like I said, I wanted to talk about the people writing the graffiti on Pelosi's garage and the $2,000 that they couldn't agree on and the fake pig blood and all that stuff. I wanted to talk about that. And I wanted to talk about Mitch McConnell. How could he let people just vandalize these people's neighborhoods? I mean, you got a Republican and a Democrat, and they can't agree on anything, but then the people gonna try to force them by violence. See, that's what this country coming to. If they don't agree with you, kill them, right? Is that what it's coming to? If you don't agree with somebody, just go in their house and make them do what you want to do. This is America. This is America. See, that's exactly why we need to get this shit straightened around, because it's beginning to get so bad out here. Yeah. Points out there just crazy. It's just crazy. So I'm gonna read a few comments because I know I got people that's disagreeing with me, which is good because that's what we're here for. Because maybe I'm wrong, but this is the way I see it. Let's see. Let's see. That's me. Say they are going to make excuses for Trump supporters. Okay. Well, they always do. It's no excuse for this kind of stuff. Let's see. T-Board say, but you yet I'm the Kool-Aid drinker. Okay, my brother. Yeah. Let's say LA Prepper say, we don't have to assume what the Democrats are going to do. They've been trying to do it for decades, impoverish the middle class, bringing the immigrants, taking our guns, and raise our taxes. Okay, LA, you live in LA, so you know that's a socialist place where you live at. So I guess it's happening there. I mean, we just got in Ohio, we just got stand the ground law passed. So I don't think they're taking our guns any soon here. You know, it might be hard to get a CCW in some places, but I don't know, maybe where you live at, but it ain't all over the country. I mean, they bringing immigrants in, some of them. That's true. Immigration always been a problem here in America because this is the richest country in the world. Oh, it was the richest country in the world. So, of course, you want to come here. You know, you get in any way you can. Now, as far as the middle class go, there's no middle class. You can forget that. Middle class has been gone for a while now. Middle class is gone. So, like I say, they raise taxes everywhere. Always raising taxes. They're gonna raise taxes again. You know they're gonna raise taxes again. Look at this. Look what happened with this pandemic. And how they gonna pay all this stuff that they're giving us. They're gonna raise our taxes. I mean, that's just the way it's gonna be. I'm not surprised. I'm not gonna say they're not, because they are. I know this happening. It happens all the time to people. And I know that's what happens because I know they did it to me. It happens. Let's see, T-Boy, they gave $19 million to Poland for transgender education, but the women facing eviction get $600. Yeah, that's another thing they need to do. They need see, like with Trump. I agree with Trump on that. I agree with Trump on that they had too much fat in that budget. They was giving the other countries too much stuff. You know, I said they shouldn't be doing it, but hey, what I say, they don't hear me. You know, but they're gonna hear me when they start checking everybody's videos and find out who's who. So, like I said, they do. We waste too much money. If we didn't owe so much money, and then if we didn't waste so much money, we should have never been borrowing money. I don't know why we even borrowing money. I mean, we was the richest country in the world, and then all of a sudden we wake up one morning, we down at the local bank borrowing money. I don't know what happened. We act like we were crackheads or something, you know. That was a crackhead move. Only time they do that when somebody on crack, you know, you got a job making $200,000 and all of a sudden you get hooked on cocaine. The next thing you know, you got a $3,000, $4,000 a day habit, and then all of a sudden your money's gone, your job gone, and you're down at the local bank trying to buy stuff. You at the pawn shop. Is that what we at with America? We like crackheads now? So I'm just saying, what can we do? Well, brother, you got it off your chest. We understand. Thank you, Michael Farmer. Yeah, so I'm just saying, it's just so much going on in this world, and I'm just tired of trying to argue with sick minds out here. It's too many people out here that they don't understand. They just right and left. There's right and left, and that's all they see is right and left. They don't see what's really going on because nobody wants them to see. All I gotta say is, when people show you who they really are, you better believe them. You got extremists, you got stupidity, it causes chaos and turmoil out there. I'm not just talking about the people that did that yesterday downtown. This been happening since the summer. And I talked about the people in Black Lives Matter and Antifa the same way. I do not agree with violence. I do not agree with anybody burning down anything or taking anything that don't belong to you. But I guess it must have been falling on deaf ears also. and I don't agree with it. I don't agree with hardly anything that a lot of people say out there. I didn't agree with the group. What's that? NFA, whatever. Them guys walking around with guns, talking about "Give me Texas" and all this crazy. I don't agree with them. I mean, I agree with what's right, and that stuff that happened yesterday wasn't right at all. You had people in that place crying and scared to death for their life. And then they say in the name of freedom, my ass. But anyway, that's enough of that. Okay, let me talk about something that's a little bit different out here. Okay. Now you know we got a new strain of coronavirus here, and they say it's only in 5 states. If it's in 5, it's in 50, because that's how the viruses are work. You don't know where it's at, because when this first strain happened, they say it was only in like New York and Seattle, and the next thing you know, it's all over. So you gotta say that it's in every state, because there's no such thing as it's just in 5 states. And then I heard a report the other day that they saying that it's crossing over to animals. Now I don't know which animal they were talking about. I don't know if they were talking about cows or the pigs or chickens or whatever. But I heard they said a researcher said that either it can cross over to the animals, or it has crossed over to the animals. So we got to watch that, because if our meat gets contaminated, then we're really in trouble. We're really in trouble. Let's see. Eborg says, when the government fears people, you have democracy. When the people fear government, you have tyranny. Okay. I can't argue with that. But I don't fear my government. Maybe you do, but I don't. I don't fear the people either. See, I'm not afraid of no one. I have no allegiance to only America. Only America. That's the only place I have allegiance to, is America. I don't have allegiance to one man. I don't care if he is the president of the United States. I never would. I never will. Mm-hmm. But you got to have your allegiances to right here. God, Jesus Christ. Like I say, I wore this hat because I think we need a little bit of God in our lives. Like I say, we didn't see none of that yesterday. You don't see no mercy. You don't see none of that stuff out here anymore. And it's sad, you know. It is going to get worse. Like I said, Uncle Al said it best. He said, we haven't seen nothing yet. And he's right. He's right. We haven't seen nothing yet. And like I said, I don't want to ever have to get back on here and rant and rave and act like I'm a crazy man, talking about how bad my fellow Americans acted on our homeland and the seat of our democracy. Now, I've been to Washington. Like I say, I got a daughter living in Washington. Actually, she lives in Maryland. But I've been there, and I've been to the Capitol. I took all the tours. I even been to the cemeteries, every last one of them. And I've been to the war memorials, all of them, paying my respects. You know, there's a lot of war memorials down in Korea, Vietnam. There's a whole bunch of them. I got pictures all over. And I pay my respects. It's like Mecca for me, you know. But to watch this on TV, to watch places that I've been, and to see things happen by people that said that they're doing it in the name of democracy, it brought back memories of Nazi Germany. It did. It really did. You know, what's they call it? Gustav night, where they breaking glass. And I was just having my gut was just tightening in the knots. And maybe that's why I'm so upset, because I never dreamed Americans would do this. And I never dreamed in my life that Americans would do this, and we did. And that's just so, it's just sad. It's just so sad. It is still sad. Okay, well, let me stop talking about that, because it just every time I mention it, it just gets me right here, you know. So let's see if I can find something good that was happening yesterday. Nope, nothing good happened yesterday. They went on ahead and did the vote, and the vote was canceled. Now it's over with. I hope it's over with. But you still got people out there that still want to do subversive things, you know. So we got anarchy now. And like I said, and somebody also mentioned that it reminded me of White House down and Olympus has fallen. It was that kind of thing. And like I said, everybody, I hope they catch what I was saying in this video when I was saying that they will be identified and they will be charged as domestic terrorists. Now, people think I might be wrong. That's okay. That's okay. But I hope I am wrong. But they calling it an insurgent. You know what that means? When they call it an insurgent, they call it terrorist. And you can go on and look at the news, people, whatever you want to do. You know, everybody got their news channels they watch. And you'll hear them mentioning those words, and then you know what's coming. And so, like I said, I feel sorry for the people in Ohio. We have a whole bunch of them here that was there, you know, to check our point of view. But what can I say? It's just sad. And like I said, they go first people they want to go out. They've been trying to go out the malicious groups for years, and they've been trying to go out the preppers for years. And now we just gave them fuel. And those I throw myself in that group because I'm a prepper. And they're gonna come after me. They're gonna check my stuff and see if I ever mentioned anything about stuff like that. And they're gonna see where I haven't really mentioned anything about like that. But they're gonna get all of us. They're gonna put us in those camps, those FEMA camps that I never really wanted to believe that we have, but they started to build them, and they don't call them FEMA camps anymore. They call them rehabilitation camps because that's where they plan on putting the sick people. But now they're gonna probably start putting us in there, so I'm probably on the list. You know, they always wanted to get the preppers anyway. And like I said, and if you are a patriot, they think you been talking on your YouTube channel. They coming for you too. They're gonna take your land because they can't take my land. I just got a house. They want my house. They gotta fight my wife for it. She ain't giving it up because she worked too hard for it. But I'm just saying, it's dark days now, but it's dark days ahead for the individual. I'm gonna just say it like this. Some of you might not remember Ruby Ridge, Branch Davidians. You know, they coming. They coming. I mean, if you did something or they suspect you did something, they're gonna be knocking on your door and they're gonna want you to explain yourself. And that's all I'm saying. And they going to Michigan. I know they're coming to Ohio. They're going to Pennsylvania because we got around this area, we got militia groups. I mean, we got very organized militia groups. We're not just a bunch of guys sitting around on the weekend drinking beer. I mean, I shouldn't say we. I'm just saying them because I do know a couple of people in militias, and they the good guys. They nice guys. I mean, they never threatened to hurt me or anything like that. So they go okay. Let's see. Nona Grace said it is 32 here in Western New York. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's cold here in Cleveland, too. It's supposed to be 34, 35 all week long, but dry. No snow. Let's see. SSW3 says, I saw the FEMA camps on a game, but they were to do a war and they were abandoned. Yeah, they were abandoned. You know what? A couple of years ago, this lady got on my channel, was swear up and down that we had FEMA camps in Cleveland. So I told her no, there was no FEMA camps in Cleveland. So she swore up and down there were FEMA camps. So what I did, I got in my car and I went to all the places that she had mentioned there were FEMA camps. No FEMA camp. So I went and talked to all my friends. And I got a lot of friends in the post office. I got a lot of friends in the post office. And I talked to all of them and I asked them, do they have a FEMA camps anywhere on there? And they would know. And some of them say they might be one here. I went and checked it out. It was Job Corps. But there's no FEMA camps here. I went everywhere in Cleveland. I know this is my hometown. If you don't know what's going on in your hometown, you in trouble. Everybody should know what's going on in their hometown, especially if you live in a small town. So, like I said, but I'm just saying they ain't coming because now we gave them an opening because if you were afraid of the government before, see, I'm not afraid of the government, but if you were afraid of them, and there's some people out there they are. Let's say toxic politics. Your meter is pegged out. Yeah, I'm about to explode. Glad you were saved. A lot of friends at the post office. A lot of enemies of the dogs. I like dogs. They seem to think they think I taste like chicken every time they bite me. I like dogs. And I've been bit quite a few times, man. You know, I think I told you about a couple of the dog bites I got. So, you know, it happens. It happens. So, you know, 30 years and you're bound to get bit at least once. Some guys, they've been out there 30 years, they never get bit at all, but I got bit. But it happens. I done been in the shootings and everything carrying mail. I remember this one time I was out there, and I'm gonna tell you this story, then I'm take a break for a minute. Excuse me. Got a little passion there, my nose started running. So let me tell you this little story. I was let's say treacherous, or just say treacherous rest back to all the hand the nation over to a Marxist. Folks, you need to start listening to my video from the beginning. Okay? Okay. So anyway, I was out delivering mail one day, and it was like in December, I think it was December 17th, something like that. And I was delivering on 71st and Superior, you know, in a St. Clair Superior neighborhood. It was a rough neighborhood. I mean, it was dark, and I was delivering mail to this 4-suite apartment. So I come up on this apartment, and I go in the door. I unlock the door, I go in the hallway, and this guy standing in the hallway. He couldn't be more than 16, 17 years old, maybe he was that. And he was looking at me all suspicious. So it's dark in there, and I'm putting the mail in the mailbox. The mailbox is on the wall here, and there's a door here, and a door here, and 2 more doors up at the top where the apartment's at. So I'm putting the mail in the box, and this kid, he runs out the door, and he goes out the side. Hey, that was strange. And all of a sudden, the door opens up to my right, and this guy comes backing out. He creeping out. He's bagging out. And he looks in the apartment. He yells something back in the apartment. Then he runs and he jumps in this Dodge Caravan because the door slid open. And he jumps in and they screech down the window. So I mean, when I turn my back and I start putting the mail in the box, all of a sudden this guy comes busting out this apartment right here on my right, and he starts shooting. And I'm standing here with the apartment with the mail putting in my box, and the bullets hitting the wall right where I'm at, and they just right there. So I dived on the ground. I mean, he jumped down the stairs, and he starts shooting down the street. He comes back up. In the meantime, I'm up. I'm dusting myself off. He mumbling and cussing. He walks in the apartment, slams the door. So I say, okay. And I keep on putting the mail in the box, until I finish. So then I walk out the door, and everybody on the block is out in the street. Everybody's looking around. They even told the one mailman down the street that I got shot. So I go on about finishing my business, come back, go to the station. I get to the station. We got the police department there. They got the postal police there. We got all these different departments there, and they want to know what happened. I tell them what happened, and they tell me, okay. They take my statement, write it down. The next day, I come to work. My manager tell me I don't have to work. I can take the day off of the stress day. So I took the day off of the stress day. So I come in the next day. She tell me I don't have to deliver that apartment building if I don't feel safe. So I go out the next day, and I say, well, I ain't gonna deliver that building because it was like the last stop on that route. So I get to the end, deliver the house next door. This guy come out and say, mailman, the guy tried to shoot me accidentally. He said, can I talk to you for a minute? I said, shit, I can't run. So I went over. He started explaining to me exactly what happened. Apparently, that's the weed house. So he was in there, and so guys supposedly was coming over to buy some weed. So what happened was, instead of buying weed, they pistol whipped him and his buddy that was in there, and they tied up the girls that was in there, his wife and his wife's friend, and put the kids in the bathroom. And they robbed them. They took their rings and their jewelry and all the weed and money that they had in the place, and they ran out. That's what happened. That's what he told me. He said he was sorry that he almost shot me. He apologized. I say, no problem. So I go on about my business. So apparently the landlord put him out the next week because they found out they were selling weed in the apartment building. And then strangely, a week after that, that building burned down to the ground. And that's the story. So that happens. So I say I've seen some crazy stuff. It's nothing unusual. That's not the first time I've been shot at. So anyway, it's just crazy out here, especially if you deliver mail in the inner city. It's just And like I said, I did write a book. I haven't published it. It's just sitting over. It's been sitting over there about 2 years. I'm leaving it for my daughter. She can do whatever she wants with it. She want to take it to New York or publish it or something like that. That's just crazy. Yeah, let's see. Mailmans get to see things most ignore. Oh, you'd be surprised at things I done seen. You'd be surprised. You'll be surprised. But like I say, I try to forget that part of my life because you know, when I was off duty, everybody knew me as the mailman. They do. Some people still call me that. I thought I was Karl Malone for a minute there, but that's how it is. But anyway, like I say, life is not easy. I mean, but see, and like I say, I'm an American, and I bleed for this country every time somebody cut it or something hurt. Like I said, I done seen things, I done heard things, and I never would believe. I have too much faith in my fellow Americans. That's my problem. I have too much faith that we're gonna do the right thing, and we didn't. But anyway, let me stop talking about that. Now I want to leave by talking about aliens, but that ain't gonna happen today. But you know, I love talking about aliens because there's always some stuff out there, and I think that the aliens is the key to a whole bunch of problems we have here. You know, I talk about the lizard people and the ant people. You know, they even got, you know, I even watch Ancient Aliens on TV all the time. Every weekend, the same ones I've seen about 100 times. But it's true. And then, you know, if stuff happens out there that we don't pay attention, you know, there's always lights in the sky. See, I've been watching the Aliens channels since they've been on TV, since I had cable. And by me living by the lake, there's always lights in the lake. It's always lights in the lake. I used to go down to the lake all the time at night, and it was always light. Let me put it this way. I was in Sandusky. I don't know if you know what Sandusky is. I'm not talking about that guy, you know, that was Penn State Sandusky. I'm talking about we got Sandusky out by Cedar Point out there. But I was out at Port Clinton. Some people in Ohio know what I'm talking about. I was out at Port Clinton, and I was fishing. And they got the nuclear plant out there. They got the Perry nuclear plant. Yeah, no, wait a minute. No, the Davis-Besse. That's Davis-Besse. Perry is up to the east. They got the Davis-Besse nuclear plant out there, and we always see lights in the water. Always. You always see lights in the water. Some people say, well, it's just gas. I'm like, gas? What kind of gas is in the water? I mean, you fishing. I mean, you know, you got people going out to the Catawba Islands and all that stuff, but they always saying it's gas. See, I don't know. Let's see, you guys say, my father might be an alien. He was born with 6 fingers on both hands. Wow. He was blessed. Yeah, he can make a bigger fist. Let's see, they would have fished around that plant. Okay, you know what I'm talking about then. See, I'll be right over there by Pier 1, but I'll be up toward the end where the lighthouse is at. And I fished out there. That's my spot out there. Catch a lot of catfish. A few walleyes, not a lot of walleyes, though. You got to get a boat. But dad seen lights and UFOs. Yeah, it's a lot of them. Like I said, they trying to cover up this last one out there that happened about 2 weeks ago in Hawaii. You know, like I said, they still can't explain the glowing blue mass of blue orb or whatever it was, oblong orb that landed in the water out there. They can't explain it. They already questioned the FAA. They said that it's not a plane and there wasn't no balloons or anything like that. It's just crazy. So who knows what's gonna happen? This is 2021, and like I said, I'm gonna keep prepping. Matter of fact, after yesterday, I think I'm gonna double my preparations and my preps. I mean, I might double up on everything. I hated to spend extra money on ammo, because ammo, they gouging us, and I really refuse to spend extra on ammo. But I think I'm gonna have to, because I don't believe in spending $50 on a box of 9mm when I was buying the same box of 9mm for $10. But you know, they gouging us. So if I catch it for like $20, maybe I would go that route. But or I might have to buy ammo off of people that got ammo and don't want to use it. But you know, that's crazy. Walleye jacks, hey, one of those like warm water. Yeah. Well, maybe we hang out and go fishing, because I love to go fishing. Here in Myrtle Beach, lots of lights and skies off the coast. Oh, okay. Yeah, you see, wherever that water is at, I don't understand it. They might have things in there, because you know they got that thing in the Arctic, but they can't prove it, but they know it's there. They've been talking about it for years, and they got all this stuff, but I just worry about what the aliens that are close to me, really, because like I said, I've been seeing them. I've been seeing lights in the water for at least 40, 45 years. You know, really, that's been something that a lot of people don't want to talk about. I see aliens all the time being from other countries in that space. Well, I hope they're not. Well, you never know. They might be. They might be from space. You know, we'll find out though. We'll find out. Let's see. I'm having issues finding black powder caps. Made my own black powder. Wow. Wow. I don't know what to tell you about that because, see, I don't know nobody that own a black powder gun. I mean, black powder. Wow. Okay, SSW3 say War of the Worlds could come true. Maybe, you know, I got a theory about this, what could possibly happen this year. I mean, this virus begin to mutate. Maybe it's an alien plot to kill off most of the Americans or changes to aliens because they know it's. See, I'm gonna tell you something that people haven't really been paying attention to. That when people saying that this virus is changing their DNA, notice none of the health organizations said that it's not changing your DNA. See, it's what they're not saying that you got to listen to. Now, people are saying it's changing your DNA, and they haven't said it's not changing your DNA. So when you get this shot, your DNA might be changing because I'm not getting a shot. And that's just the way it is. Not getting it, not taking it. I just kill all the zombies that come to my house. That's all I do. Zombies everywhere. Another CPR. Protect your grandpa. Don't die from a lack of shooting back. I believe in a lot of ammo. But the other day on New Year's Day, it was like 4th of July around here. Everybody was out shooting. Everybody got extra ammo. I mean, everybody. My neighbor in the back, my neighbor on the side, my neighbor across the street. I mean, and all down the street. It sounded like a war zone. And my wife wouldn't let me go out and shoot. I said, that's okay. Because I didn't want to waste the ammo anyway. Hey, Miss Mill is in the house, 269. Okay, Atlanta CPR in the house. Hope everyone had a great rest of the day. Okay. All right, then. Well, look here. I didn't want to talk more than an hour. Basically, my talk turned into a rant. I just had to get things off my chest. Tomorrow, the next time I do a video, I'll be better. I apologize if I offended anybody, but I was just angry. I wasn't mad at anybody that's watching my videos. I was just angry because of the whole situation that went down, you know. And it's just one of those things. Sometimes you just gotta rant and rave, you know. Just like if your kid take your car and drive it and burn out all the gas and bring it back, and you got to go to work in the morning and there's no gas in the car, and you got to walk 3 blocks to a gas station or 5 blocks or wherever it could get gas, and then you just like, man, what happened? That's how I felt yesterday. Let's see. Hey, Magic Ball. Hey, Echo in the Forest. Ammo is hard to find here everywhere. Land is sold out. That's what I'm saying. It's sold out, and the ammo that you can find, they want 5 times as what it was. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, I got plenty of ammo. I got like I tell people. Let me put it this way. I say you need to have at least 1,000 rounds. At least 1,000 rounds for every gun you own. Now I don't know if you guys watch any of my videos. And like I said in one of my videos, nobody know how many guns I got. But you see some of them. And let me put it to you this way. I got the minimum for each one. Okay? All right, then. I believe it like that. So, let's see. Like I said, I'm going to have to start picking up my pace on prepping. You know, I sort of slowed down a little bit. I was buying stuff a little bit here and there, and people was bringing stuff over here and there. But now I think that things are going to really get bad, especially if, like I feel that some things might happen that the trucks might stop running. I mean, I always watch the trucks, you know. I got a friend that was a truck. Matter of fact, I had two friends that was truckers, and I was watching the other day where we had all these trucks lined up down at the post office bringing in mail. I mean, and I'd be wondering what would happen if they stopped running again, because I have survived, I would say, 2 trucker strikes. I don't even gonna call them strikes, but they just stopped running, and it's not fun. It is not fun. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people depend on a daily delivery, and I want to make sure that if stuff like that happens again, I am covered. Well, I won't have to worry too much about not being able to. Excuse me for a second. Not being able to. Not being able to take care of my family. As I understand, to be clear, I just like our politicians. There are second on the list under child molesters. Some probably are child molesters. Yeah, that's what that organization be talking about. That they taking the child and they molesting them and then they eating them. Okay, maybe they might be lizard people. I don't know. I never seen anybody getting eaten. We have a lot of missing children here in America. We got a lot of missing children in the Black community. You don't want to start talking about missing children because as far as missing children go, in the African American community, we are number one. We have lots of missing kids out there. Lots of missing kids. I have known a lady whose daughter was missing, and then they found her. She was dead. But I don't even want to talk about missing kids or dead kids. That's just a little bit too much for me right now. So anyway, I see at the minimum 1 pistol, 1 rifle, 1 shotgun. Yes. Like I was talking to my son-in-law the other day. He is so happy. I mean, he was ecstatic. I have never heard anybody so happy that he had got him an AR. I tried to ask him what the brand was, but he was just talking about how it fires, how it shoots, this and that. But he's former military. He's a Navy vet. I think he did 16 years in the Navy. He was in communication, then he was a medic or something like that, corpsman or whatever. Yeah, because he was, like I said, he was in there for 16 years. Yeah, he married my daughter. She's a Navy vet too, so yeah, that's good. Let's say 70s trucker strike was the worst. CT Borg, you remember that? Throwing dynamite at each other? That was crazy. I remember that 70s trucker strike. We don't ever want to see one of them again. Never. You say truck drivers, they run this country, in my opinion. They do. They, like I say, they like the blood that's going through the vein. Trucks. Always trucks. You know, they keep it going. I mean, they deliver everything. They bring everything. I mean, I'm not talking about Amazon or UPS. I'm talking about trucks that actually bring stuff like food and medicine and stuff like that delivers. You'll be surprised how much stuff comes in by trucks. See, until they come up with something different, trucks are the lifeline into America. And as long as the roads are open, they keep on rolling. I know some of you, oh man, see, Adam, I love an M14. Man, that's my dream gun. If I ever be able to afford one, that's my dream gun, an M14. So anyway, I don't know how many of you remember this. Get the juice up to Lawson's in 40 hours. Get the juice from Lawson's. Roll on Big O. Get the juice from Lawson's 40 hours. Remember that? That's when they had all these Lawson stores and they used to bring juice all the way from Florida to Ohio in 14 hours. Yep. Ray, I believe we are close in age, or like I say, close in wisdom, taught by years of reality. Yeah, like I said, I was born in the 50s. Yep. Yeah, I just had a birthday not too long ago. Yeah, I'm Capricorn. So, yeah, I've been around a while. That's why I got gray hair. I still got all my hair, though, because my father had all his hair, but, you know, it's hereditary if you lose your hair. So far, I had good genes, so I still got all my hair. But I know a lot of my friends, they don't. Okay. 308 M14 rocks. Yes, I never shot one, but I always wanted one. You see, I'm an A16 with the Skylight assault rifle. Oh, those are good guns. Those are nice M16s. You get the light on them. Yeah, they are nice. They're nice. They're nice. D-Boy said I was born in the late 50s. So was I. I was born in the late 50s. Yep. Because I remember everything that happened in the 60s. I remember everything. Let's see. From 300 yards, hit by 308, have a lot more trouble shooting back at M16 with a 223. I compare ballistics now. But that's true. We know it's a bigger bullet. You know, just like a AK-47 is a bigger bullet. It's a 7.62. You know, no, that's the other one. It's 7.92. The 7.62, you get hit with one of those, it's gonna hurt. But it's now they say it's all ballistics. You know, with the speed of the bullet and stuff like that, it causes the damage. So, okay. Paul, you say your birthday's on 9/11? Oh man. Whoa. That sucks. 9/11. That's okay. I got a nephew's birthday's on 9/11 too. Yeah. You know that ammo is still available is not being price gouged as a 7.62 by 390, 39, and the Smith & Wesson 40 also made a resurgent. But I don't have a. That's Hefty Lefty. So they still got the 7.62. That's basically the AK ammo. I mean, but I don't have an AK. See, what I need some 45 ammo. I love 45. When I go to the gun range, that's what I shoot. I shoot with 45, but I ain't been shooting lately because of the ammo prices. Matter of fact, I ain't really been anywhere because of the virus. I'm trying to not get sick. Yeah. Yep. So, like I said, if I had to just have 3 guns, if I just have to have 3 guns, I would definitely have to have a shotgun. I would say 45. I love 45. It's just a handgun. And I would say probably a 22 long rifle. Yeah, because I can really carry a lot more ammo and stuff like that. But if I need something to hit them harder, I use the shotgun. If I need something to hit harder than that, I use the 45. So, but I think I would go with those 3. I mean, I would love to have an M14, but man, that's just a dream gun for me. I heard you can get an old grenade launcher for an M16. You can get anything you want, but you got to get it from a licensed dealer, and then you got to have a dealer license. I know a guy. He got a dealership. He got a gun place. He owns his own gun dealership, and he got a license out there. He got a YouTube page, and he got a Facebook page, and he follows my channel sometimes. And he's out there in Arizona, and he can get you that if you got a license. If you got a license, he'll mail it to your house. But you got to have a license. Matter of fact, if you know the right people, you can get anything you want. Excuse me. You can get anything you want. Like me, I would love to have a few grenades, but I don't want to fool around with them. I don't want to fool around with them, but because it's not legal to have them here. You know, you can own a lot of things in Ohio, but you can't own grenades. If you got them, you're not supposed to have them. They won't even let us shoot fireworks half the time. I mean, we can buy them, you shoot them, but they don't stand up for fireworks. But you blow up a grenade and see what happens. Let's see, 1911 is my favorite. I have a star built on the 1911 frame, 9mm, which it was the 45 version. But 9mm is okay. I mean, but if I had a 9mm 1911, I gotta have more capacity than what they have. What's your capacity? Do they have is it 17 rounds or is it just 9 rounds? Cause see, I got 13 rounds. I got a Glock 21 that got 13 rounds, and then I also have a Glock 17 that got 17 rounds. That's my 9mm, one of them. So like I said, if it ain't bigger bullet, you better have more bullets. That's my philosophy. If it ain't big, I better have more. Even though they say bigger is not always better, but I don't know. I haven't shot anybody. Hope I never have to. 10 rounds is good. Did that conclude one in the chamber? F11 ammo right now. I'm looking for either SKS or AR. All rounds in the area are gone or overpriced. I don't understand it. I mean, we in America. I mean, ammo should be plentiful. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Maybe you might remember 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago, ammo was everywhere. I mean, everybody had a sale on ammo. I mean, I actually got some 9mm for $6.99 at the gun place. I mean, and that was good. 50 rounds of 9mm. I mean, I got in the 45s cost me $10. This was 3 years ago. Now I can't find them, and if I do find them, like I said, they want $50. Actually, they want $56 now. It was $50. It's going up. MG42. Nah, you can't. You don't want that. You don't want that. The barrel will get too hot, and you got to swap it out. Then you got to carry it. It can take 2 people to carry it. It's a nice gun if you're just gonna be right that one place, and you got a way to keep it cool as you swipe out. But that's one thing about that. Excuse me. Let's see. They make extended clips for the Colt 45, 15 rounds. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but like I say, I didn't really want to rant and rave. And like I said, if I offended anybody, I apologize. I didn't mean to. But, sometimes because I'm old, I think I can say anything I want. Sometimes when you're old. But like I said, I love talking guns. I mean, I used to go to the bars with my friends. I had this one friend, Yuli. He didn't drink, but we'd go out. We'd be in the parking lot. He's always out there talking about his guns and stuff like that. I think he one of the people that got me started on getting owning a gun because he used to always talk about them. There's a lot of people like that. Hey, Lee, Arkansas bound, how you doing? And like I say, a lot of you guys, if you don't subscribe to each other, you don't know each other, y'all get acquainted. Y'all need to subscribe to each other's channels because, like I said, a lot of you guys are thinking the same. And like I say, we need to keep it together because, see, if older people like myself, we might have to take a lead role in this country if things go bad and fall apart because I don't know. I don't really know. And like I said, you never know what's coming down the pipe. Right now, we really vulnerable for outside intervention. I mean, we really at that point where, because let's face it, our infrastructure and our computers have been compromised. They went in there and got a lot of information off our military and off our financial stuff. They can shut down our banks. Okay. And you never know what can happen. They can shut down our power. They can shut down our banks. And then they can just sneak in over here because we won't be able to see them. We really don't want to nuke our own people, trying to get them out. It's just so much stuff. If somebody was really just trying to figure out a way to really hurt us, they already did. But they did that. Now they know our weaknesses and our weak spots and stuff like that. They weren't in it they were in it just to get information. Basically, is what I've been told. Let's see, Heaven's Girl, 1978. What is a good starter gun for someone who had never owned one? First of all, you need to have someone train you on whatever gun you get. I would say a good starter gun is whatever gun you feel comfortable with in your hand. I would say if you never fired a gun, I wouldn't say go out and get a 45 unless you feel comfortable you can shoot a 45. And some people just say get a 9mm. Well, you can, but then some 9mm have kicks depending on the size. Some people say get a 22, but I would get a 22 unless you're going to plan on getting something bigger if you just want to train. Like I said, okay, my wife, she trained on she trained on the 26. She trained on the Glock, the 26. You know, she got a CCW using the 26, but she didn't really like the kick. You know, she likes the gun, but she didn't like the kick. So I went and bought her a 42, which is a little bit less of a kick. It still got a kick, but a little bit less of a kick, and it feels better in her hands. So she likes the 380. You know, but the ammo on the 380 is expensive. I mean, it's, you know, I'm complaining about the ammo on the 9mm is what they got now, but the ammo on the 380 is about $5 more a box then. So I don't know what it is now. That's just the FBI calling. Want to know why I'm on the computer? You know, every time I get on the computer, it seems like them people be calling. Yep. I ain't answering it. It's the FBI. Stop firing at 22. Then try a 38 revolver. If you can shoot a 38, then you can shoot and handle an automatic 9mm. You know, I had a 38. I gave it to my brother. He was having trouble. He had just got out of the military, and he moved in a bad neighborhood. They had broken his house and everything. And he didn't have a gun, so I didn't give it to him. I loaned it to him. And when he died, I never got it back. But it was a revolver. It was a 38 revolver. It was a Taurus. It was a 38 Taurus. I remember that. And I never got it back. I don't know whatever happened to it. But yeah. Revolvers are nice. 38 is nice. You just start off with, you know, shooting. You know, they're all police specials. But like I said, it depends. It also depends on your price range. You want to get something, if you never shot a gun and you need a dependable gun, you want to get something that you know how to work. You want to get something you know how to take down, clean, because if a gun get dirty, it ain't gonna fire right. It might jam on you at the worst time. So it's just one of them things. Everybody should be able to clean their gun, just like if you clean your house, you need to clean your gun, make sure it's workable. 22 or 38, lean there. The more or sometimes else, revolvers are safer and less functional. Yeah, they're also easy to clean too. You just pop the thing open, you know, clean them. They're easy to clean. Yeah, but like I said, I'm not a gun expert. I never said I was a gun expert. I just own a lot of guns. And I learned from experience that I can clean a lot of guns. Yep. So like I said, I'm not a gun expert. Matter of fact, I a couple of weeks ago I cleaned some guns, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see this. This is one of my cleaning kits. Yeah, it's one of my cleaning kits. I keep it over here, right up under this table here. Yeah, like I said, I always keep it around just in case I might decide to want to clean something. You know, I'm always seem to be polishing or cleaning something. But like I said, I don't have to clean them for a while because I haven't been shooting. And like I said, that's one thing you should do. Never, excuse me, let's say 38 is more than 5 plus ppm. Every bit as good as 357. Never shot a 357. Shot a 44 handgun. Don't want to do that again. That thing was like, man, it was the one that Dirty Harry used. 44 Magnum. That thing was pow. A friend of mine, Greg, he had it at the gun range, and he said, "You want to shoot this?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." Boom! Whoa! Yeah, it's okay. That's nice. I stick with my automatics. I say that's a little bit too much power for me. People, my everyday carry is a 5-shot 38 plus P revolver. Fits in my pocket. That's great. That's great. And let everybody know what I carry every day. I carry Glock 26 with extra magazines. I carry it in my I carry it in this. Yes. It's a little pouch. I took it off while I sat down here because I knew I'd be here for a minute. Yeah, I keep it close. Never too far from a handgun. Especially when you live in the city, you never know what's going to happen. Especially when you a senior citizen, somebody might think you might be a victim. Like I told a lot of citizens that I know some of you can't own a handgun because where you live at. Because if you live in gotta move it over here to make sure my grandson don't come over here and touch it. You know, because you live in senior facilities, you know what I mean? If you got a place where you live like that, you're not supposed to have one in that building. I mean, they don't let you carry handguns in there. You know, so you might have to find another method, maybe a stun gun or, you know, a knife. You know, back in the 60s, that was the thing, you know, they would cut you. You know, everybody wanted a switchblade. I never had a switchblade, but everybody wanted one. You know, so I mean, you know, you do what you can because you never know what might happen. They say, Tibor, I shot a 500 Smith & Wesson. You can see the pressure waves. Now that's a strong gun. That you know, like I said, the strongest handgun I ever shot was the 44 Magnum. I mean, but I know some people that got some 50 calibers. I know one guy got a Desert Eagle. I mean, he got some dope. I mean, but I never shot his gun. He just be at the gun range all the time. And he has his Desert Eagle there. I don't think he shoots it when he's there. I think he just brings it there every now and then. He might shoot it when I leave. Let's see. Heavy lefty, just PP, heavy intelligence, formidable. Yes, but you want to make sure. You want to make sure that if you're gonna, I'm gonna tell you this. You know, in Ohio, we got the standing ground law. It was just signed into law. If you're gonna shoot somebody, and if you pull a gun, don't hesitate, because it's been proven that even if you shoot them the first time, they might not go down, and they still have time to get to you. I watched this video a few years ago where this policeman shot this crazy guy with a knife. He was a naked crazy guy. He's in the street with a knife. He may have been about, I say, 7-8 yards away from him. He shot him the first time. By the time he got that second shot off, the guy was on him. Just that quick. He got stabbed, but he shot the guy a second time, but he had got stabbed. So I'm just saying, don't hesitate, because sometimes timing is all you got. Because when you do shoot, make sure you got a good aim. Because when you want to hit them, in a vital spot. I mean, you never know what they might have on. Because, see, that's one reason that I don't really load my gun with hollow points, because in the wintertime, they have extra layers on it. They got a leather jacket and a sweater up under there, you know, and I might not get the penetration I need with a 9mm hollow point, but I shoot them in the face. No, I'm just kidding. That's just saying, but you got to be careful, you know. Tibor say the rule is 21 feet rule. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but don't hesitate. I mean, a lot of people, they hesitate, but if you're in fear for your life, you do what you need to do. But if you hesitate, you ain't in fear. Because like I say, once you pull that gun, pull the trigger. And then you just deal with the consequences later. You know. And then always try to have insurance. If you got a gun, you better have insurance on them. Because it's like I said, it's a lot of places out there selling you insurance. Get the insurance, because it might save your life and might keep you from being in a bunch of legal battles where you lose everything you work so hard to protect, and you lose it because you try to protect it. So I'm not going to tell you which insurance companies to get, but it's a bunch of them out there. Okay, let's see. You ever give a fire round placement? This is a big fire. You can hit them, target. Gun is useless. Yeah, you got to, like I said, you got to be able to hit where you shoot at. You got to be able to aim. See, I do certain things when I go to the range. Like when I first started going, I was trying to put everything in a little block. I would take my time and put it in a little block to impress everybody how close I can shoot. Then I started thinking, if something happened, is this guy gonna wait till I aim like that and shoot precisely? Yeah, I said no. So then I started practicing. I don't say it. I said to myself, I started practicing, As soon as I got the gun there, as soon as I hit the range, so I pick it up and I aim and I put that first shot on target. I adjust as I shoot. I keep shooting to see how close I can. So, then I go back and just be trying to impress people. But I always try to make sure I get that first shot on target. And that's what I do. And then I try to make the second shot on the target. So I don't really try to sit there and aim and try to impress people. And then I shoot at what I call the living room distance. If you don't know what the living room distance is, that's from where I'm sitting at here to my front door. Because if somebody coming in my house, they're going to come in through the front door or that front window. And then I want to be able to shoot them from here and hit what I aim at. I don't want the target up on me like this close where I'm trying to impress people. Or I don't want it way back like if the guy across the street and I'm trying to hit it. I want it where it's at my living room distance, where I'm always at, where I'm sitting right there, my normal distance. So I don't know what everybody else's normal distance is, but mine might be, I would say, 20 feet. I would say maybe 20, 25 feet. And that's what I really want to be able to make sure I hit them at. Hey, be careful. Hollow points in some cases have been deemed as premeditation. I don't have any hollow points. And I didn't buy any. I got. Like I said, I just shoot them where I don't need to hit them at. Maybe I might aim for some a little lower. They won't be able to reproduce. I don't want to do that though. Be careful. Static electricity is always dangerous. I'm glad you guys are like me. We all appreciate the Second Amendment. And like I said many a times, I don't want to give up my gun. I will go to court. I will fight in court if I had to. I don't want to give up my guns. But if I lose or whatever, and they come and take my guns, I'm not going to pull up. I'm not going to fight them. I'm going to do what I can legally to keep my guns. Who knows? Maybe I might have one or two of them around. Maybe three. But, I'm not going to kill a policeman for doing his job. Never will. Never will. Never will. Because like I said, I got police officers in my family. And now every day I worry about them. So I got police officers. I got OCs, COs, correction officers. I got a military family and a police family. I mean, maybe that's why I might be a little bit different than everybody else. So I don't know. Let's see, I don't have balls that I can't shoot. I have one. Civil War. That's that Black Panther stuff. All right, then. Well, look here. I kept you guys longer than I wanted to. I just wanted to basically I didn't want to talk about none of the stuff I talked about today. It wasn't on the topic, but I just had to rant. And then I don't mind talking guns with you. I love talking guns with you. I talk them all day. I can even talk booby traps, even though they're illegal in Ohio. The different kinds that you can have, but I don't think it's even legal to talk about them. I think I don't know. I got to see what YouTube policies on that is, because they will give you a strike if they think you're doing something like that. Because I once did a video on booby traps. I had to take it down before YouTube seen it, because they might have thought I was what they call it, weapons of mass destruction or something like that. I'm not sure. All right, Kevin in the Wood, Ray, you gotta let off your chest. Have a great day, Tony. I did. You know what, Tony? I wish I could have been out there. You know what I would have been doing to get this off my chest? I'd have been out there playing with Willow and the goats. I would have. I'd have been playing with Willow and going over there and fooling with them goats. I would have been. But this is what I got to do in the city, because we don't have no. My dog is over there playing. My grandson, they over there. All right, then. I'll see everybody later. Thank you for bearing with me.